What's going on today, La Familia? What the business is? What y'all got going today? What's good, family? What's happening? What's happening? Y'all already know. Valid question. Let me know down in the comment section. Now, before we get started on anything, make sure you wipe your feet as you come to the door by hitting that like button. Make sure you shut that door by hitting that subscribe button. And make sure you lock that door by turning post notifications on all. That way you'll be notified every time we drop a video, as well as dropping a comment and sharing a video if you're rocking with the gang for real. You know, because that comment helps the video be recommended to a lot more people. Now, we got this man, Big Spinner, Seven7Hardaway, as well as the shotter with no dreads and one Theezy. And they got a situation going on we gonna dive into. But first, let's go ahead and get into what Smooth RB had to say about Seven7Hardaway, and then we're gonna get into the mix of one Theezy and that man Seven7Hardaway. So without further ado, let's get to it. First and foremost, we got that man Smooth RB as he shares a post from a guy named Rack from Rack as he commented, ratted on him about RAPE, she, I'll do the same. Then he captions it, Seven7Hardaway, aka Big Spinner, yo people understand why you told, shaking my head. You know what I'm saying? Basically going at that man Seven7Hardaway for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like Smooth always be doing, man, coming out the blue with whatever, man, or whatever, man. But y'all know how he is. As y'all can see, Smooth going at Seven7Hardaway, being real disrespectful and whatnot. And y'all know how you get out. But in this next clip, man, we got that man Seven7Hardaway and Big Spinner as they both was in that rack, letting it be known, you know, people want their head, but they still moving how they want to move. You know what I'm saying? In that drop. Check it out.
They want our head. We still floating in the drop. We been in the city floating all day, man. Know what's happening. Ain't freely yo-yo. Free the guys, you heard me? And we in that wreck. What up?
Then that man One Theezy gave his own personal sentiment on Lil Loaded, as he said, a broken heart is what killed you. You ain't kill yourself. But as y'all can see, man, him and Seven7Hardaway was floating around in that drop. And hey, man, really after China the Kid got poked up, that kind of brought Seven7Hardaway to life again. Once again on Instagram, you know, he got to talking. We showed it all. If y'all haven't seen that video, y'all gotta check out that video. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that pretty much brought him back to life. Now he back, you know, doing his antics and whatnot. They saying they floating around BR right now, and they turned up, and everybody know what it is. You know what I'm saying? They back in the city, and they putting the city on notice, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now let's go ahead and move on. Next up, we got that man, the landlord, Cleezy 5. As he says, Instagram would want a trip when we drop who paid y'all. You know what I'm saying? Basically saying Instagram is against them. They start tripping as soon as Fredo Bang dropped the new album. And then we also get a new pic and update from Cleezy 5, man. Seeing how you doing in there, man. Free the landlord, man. Free that man Cleezy 5, man. They've been holding him down for too long on some cases that ain't strong, man. Y'all ain't got enough to hold my boy back, man. So go ahead and free the landlord, man. Free Big 5, man. Let's go ahead and move on. And next up, we got that man TMH 32 shots as he shares, you know, reminiscing about TMH free throw as he shares their DMs and whatnot, and also says covered them names up. That stuff was old to me. Hashtag on Fred and them. You know what I'm saying? As you know, he goes ahead and shows a few DMs for them. You know, they was talking about situations and whatnot. And he's just reminiscing, man, missing his partner and whatnot. You know, didn't get to make the funeral. Of course, he's in jail right now. Been gone for 2 years. So he got a lot going on and whatnot, man. Free that man as well. And then last but not least, we got a certain situation that is going on as of right now pertaining towards a certain community with an LB and you know what else in it. As this has just came out, the fact that there is a company, Palm Springs, that is trying to get them rights to certain payments monthly due to, matter of fact, I'm just gonna read it for y'all, man. I'm not even gonna paraphrase or anything. Let me just go ahead and read this. I'm not gonna be lazy. Let me go ahead and do this. Palm Springs has a history of advancing LBG, you know what, rights. Supporters of the project say it is necessary as trans and non-binary residents suffer disproportionately from poverty. They suffer disproportionately from poverty. Once again, they suffer disproportionately from poverty and mental health problems. Palm Springs to pay trans residents $900 a month in guaranteed income study. Wow! Because they suffer disproportionately from poverty and mental health. Now, for those of you who don't know exactly what is being spoken about here, basically what Palm Springs is trying to do is get $900 a month, basically Social Security supplement payments for people who are in the trans community due to the fact that they are so-called mentally bullied, they have mental health disorders, and they are usually in poverty. Well, I mean, if you have the amount of money to be able to get a gender reconstructive surgery, then you should have the money to take care of your lifestyle. I'm just saying, you know, that's not me being, you know, rude or mean or anything like that, right? I mean, that's just common sense, right? I mean, you would agree to that, right? You could attest to that. But the fact that America has owed the black man and black woman 40 acres and a mule since the time of Abraham Lincoln, I mean, I can only say that I feel like we're being robbed here, right? I mean, that's how I would feel. If this happens, that goes to show you that we are being robbed. Especially when they still consider the black community the minority in 2022. So if we're talking about disproportion, anything, it has to go to the black community. The same community in the inner cities that are considered impoverished, which are considered at the same time black communities. It's crazy, right? And if you're talking about mental health, who has the worst mental health? Somebody who most black people have PTSD due to the fact that we see people that we love get gunned down in the streets almost every day, almost every hour of the day. There's someone somewhere in the United States seeing a black community, first off, someone seeing their friend, childhood homeboy, family member, whoever, brother, sister, cousin, being gunned down violently in the streets. And if it's not to another black person, it's to someone who is being a racist. It could be, you know, in my personal state where I come from, I didn't have one of my homeboys be lynched. I had one of my homeboys be pushed off of rocks by our so-called Caucasian friends. You know what I'm saying? And there's no disrespect towards any Caucasians. I'm just saying the people that was involved in that situation, they were supposed to be friends of ours, and they showed their true color. They pushed my little partner off a 20-foot high ledge into like a shallow quarry where he hit his head on rocks and died. And the way that he did it, the way that they did it, you could tell that it was purposely done, because he was pushed while he was facing, like, turned around. Like they rushed him to the edge, like they crowded him to the edge and then pushed him down. Did it purposely, man. So that's my thing, man. You know, it's like we are targeted by every community. And if it's not them, it's the police. We watch, every time you turn on your TV, you see a new black man getting taken out by the police. We just talked about the man in Miami who got scalded with scalding hot water in Miami County Jail. You know what I'm saying? He got burned to death. They cooked him to death. So if we're talking about anybody who's suffering from mental health, it's got to be the black community. We go through the most heinous stuff there is. There is no more targeted person on earth than a black man. A black man is the most endangered species on earth. And that's just what it is, man. We have so many things that threaten us that multiple other ethnicities don't have. We're not only against each other because we've been taught this Willie Lynch, Hegelian dialectic type of thinking that we don't know how to come together and actually stop harming each other to contribute to the overall agenda that's being pushed against us. You feel me? But not only that, we just have every race that targets us. Every race. And it makes no sense how they being in existence for maybe 50 years, if that. Can't even really say that because I don't remember seeing them growing up, but we'll give them 50 years. How is it that they have a major corporation already pushing for them to get some type of social security benefits for their mental health? That makes no sense. And before y'all say it, I know y'all gonna say, well, black communities have TANF and SNAP benefits and EBT and all this stuff. Man, that is not the same. That's not what we're talking about here. And do you know how hard it is to get TANF? Yeah, food stamps is a little bit easier, but they only give it to you for a certain amount of time when you're a man. You know, you usually got what, like 3 months, and then you have to work a job where you have like 20 hours a month, something where you can't make a living. You basically have to be homeless. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's really not worth it. What they are saying here with this is, on top of the income that these trans already have, they get the opportunity to have an extra $900 supplemented into their income. That's what they're trying to say here. That's what's going on here. You get it. So the thing is, this is just completely absurd, and this is something that really needs to be discussed. Doesn't make any sense, family. But y'all know what's on here. We knock the doors off of everything that's out of line. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this down in the comments section, because I definitely need y'all on this one, family, as well as the other topics that are at hand. But most importantly, this one, because this is something that should make your blood boil. This is something that we should fight back for as well. Makes no sense. We got to start standing up for ourselves, because we are looked at as nothing. You feel me? We're looked at as nothing. We're gonna get this right, though. Don't even worry about this. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe. Ring that bell icon. Turn them post notifications on to all. That way you'll be notified every time we drop a video. Join the fight, family. Join the fight. You feel me? Come stand right next to your brother, man. We gonna lay down together if it comes to that. You feel me? As well as dropping a comment. That way this video will be recommended to a lot more people. Also drop a share. You know, that way it can be recommended to a lot more people as well. And y'all already know. Peace and blessings, kings and queens. With that being said, I'm out. Bye.